Yes, I'm Patterson Tweed, impresario and master of ceremonies at Tweed's World in Artificial Theatre. For the artificial artists, our motto is, out of my mind, onto your stage, I owe it all to my pal, the digital director, the ringmaster and #1 contributor of AI infestation and amusement, Mr. Billy Bartificial Barton.
Well, thank you kindly, Patterson. Here's one of my one of the small town kids that I'm going to run with, and I'm going through some images and try to find a singer for this. So when I do that, I just normally play this in the background. I play this in the background, and then I go and look at some people that I've created in Midjourney and see which one, see who I can get to pull this off. A lot of people can do it, but I've got to get the right person to pull this off.
Tommy and Mark lived across from the carnival ground. They could see everything or nothing going down. Johnny's ship was one strange cat, a very odd clown. Got so funky they had to hose him down. And then Rachel with humpback, all in a turnip sack. What we saw as small town kids when set up camp in our heads. What we heard as small town kids wouldn't set up camp in our heads. Audrey and Betty live near the Texaco. For gas and oil, the only and best place to go.
Got a Roy going on.
We would grin and smile and go the extra mile. Somehow that made a difference to a child. Her riding to church on his bike, memories we all like. The train horns were heard coming and going, the clacking and rattling as they moved through town, hauling cars full of grain going up north, empty and rattling coming back down. I'm sure as a kid this was a fact. We would flatten a penny by putting it on the track. What we saw as small town kids when set up camp in our heads. What we saw as small town kids when set up camp in our heads. The firehouse siren screaming in the middle of the night. All the hounds would join right in. Every person was now wide awake, knowing it was stopped, but not when. Every mother whose kids weren't home was now anxious and worrying. We had seen the wrecks before, curious as kids, not really understanding the tragedy of it. What we saw as small town kids when set up camp in our heads. What we heard as small town kids when set up camp in our heads.
So that's some of the few that that I've selected. All of them kind of carried, I can see all of them. And I'll just, before I spend all the credits on animating 4 minutes of each of these, I'll pull a few out and I'll see how the vocals line up and how they react and kind of go from there. Because the song is a little quirky, and I have some people in here that are just kind of a spokesman type of person. Where's a real kind of a handsome spokesman guy? Where would one be? Like this guy, spokesman, you know. He looks like a normal man, a normal human, nice looking guy. He would, and there are other songs I think he would sing better than this one. the one I'm doing here, this song. I'm wanting more of a. Honest, I kind of want more of this guy, because I see, or this guy, because I've seen him as a kid. I've seen that type of guy before. You know, kind of discolored, not discolored, but just kind of a country guy, just kind of a down home. And it really, in some ways, they're kind of handsome in their ugliness. It's something about them that's just real about that. And these guys are, you don't want to get in a staring match with any of these. Listen, you do not want to get in a staring match with any of these AI guys. Don't do it, because they'll win every time. But all these guys could pull that off. But I got a lot to do, and I'll get them. I'll find out. I'll get something that'll work. And while we're here, let's have some fun. I did this a while ago, and I messed it up so bad. Let's play around with doing some video here. Show you something that's sort of fun to do. And we're going to use some images that are right here in front of us. And what I want to do is I want to get two images that I created at the same time that are very similar. Very similar. And I don't want to do one that I just did. Here's what I want to do. I'll do this. This is one. And for the other one here, I'll get rid of that. I'll do this for the other one. And you'll just see some madness going on here. But it'll give you an idea of what you can do in Midjourney as far as coming up with creating short videos. You never know what you're going to get. You just put it in. I put the dancers, because there are dancers, merge together and spin, and birds and flowers fly in the scene. Just some ridiculous. Just see what it'll do. Because it does, most always does the unexpected. However, sometimes the unexpected is entertaining. Well, it is to me. So this is one that was pulled off. I did this previously. And the image itself is so stunning to me that you add some music behind it, and you've got a little auditory visual pastry. No calories at all, 30 seconds. But the beauty is astounding. Got that little cloud hanging there. Unreal. That's the thing about Midjourney. It creates images that are beyond wherever you want to be. Whatever you can prompt, you can be there. Whatever you have in your head, if you have the imagination, you can get there. So what do we got here? Is this? Oh, that's still not finished yet. See this one? 8 seconds. Easier to put a piece of music under that. And to continue to do it, I could go prompt again, and it would do something else. Maybe I could make it rain or lightning fly in there. Something. As I said, the combination of the short little video and the music of what, not one without the other. I wouldn't do one without the other. I wouldn't put the music out there. No one would listen to it anyway. But at least something from visually. Tie the two together. That's my thoughts about it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You could put something behind that too if you wanted. I mean, the images are beautiful, the colors and everything are astounding. Because you start off with that. You start off with something really absolutely beautiful. And you could continue with that. That will make that in itself, and that's only we go. And we'll do this. I'll do one more. I'll do extend. I'm going to say it rains and get lightning. We'll see what happens with it. But all of this, you just prompt around with them. It's easy as distracting as being in here as it is being in Udio. And then you got both of them together, and then you really got something going on. I would have never thought about putting any Suno or Udio music up without an image, without it supporting something. It's just too much music out there, entirely too much. Me adding to the, how many hundreds of thousands of songs that are posted every day. But you make it personal, then it's a different deal. No studio charges, just a monthly little fee. I think it's $35 maybe. And I get hundreds of hours of access to have a little fun in my own little room without studio charges or engineers. Okay, enough of that. We're at 92%. Once we get 100, come on now. Come on. We're almost there. All right, so here we go. This is the final. See, it does rain. You get a little rain in there. That's what I prompted for. But even if it's nonsensical, the images are just so stunningly beautiful. There we go, a little rain. We got a little rain. And it's easy to put something in there, and you could keep extending. I think 12 seconds, and then you do another one, and you bring them in, you put a soundtrack underneath of it, and a little auditory pastry. Oh, this was pretty. And then it starts, get a little rain going in. Okay, so that's going to be it. A little fun in Midjourney. And I've got to find and get some honky-tonk going on here and get one of them guys, start some auditions. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.